There are thousands of great virtues and good qualities of the Buddha. Amongst those good qualities, we have selected only 9 very important great virtues of the qualities of the Buddha. So when we pay homage, when we pay respect to the Buddha, we recite these 9 great virtues of the Buddha. So although we recite, we do not concentrate, or sometimes we cannot understand what we recite. But if you can understand, then we gain more confidence, more understanding. We know how to appreciate the Buddha if you can understand what we recite. We start with Itipi So Bhagava. You should not say Itipiso. No meaning. Itipi So Bhagava. Arahang, then one by one. Samma Sambuddho, Vidyacharana Sampanno, Sugato, Lokavidu, Anuttaro, Purisa Dhamma Sarathi, Sattha Deva Manussanam, Buddho Bhagavan. These are the 9 qualities. Itipi. Indeed. So Bhagava. You cannot say Itipi so, no meaning. Itipi, indeed. So Bhagava. Here Bhagava means Buddha. Why Buddha is called Bhagava? Here mentioned exalted one. Exalted here means the most fortunate person in this world. Why he is fortunate? He is free from all worldly conditions, bondages, fetters, defilement, and without any dark spot in his mind. Completely pure. Then only compassion, kindness, sympathy come out from his mind. So in every respect, he is very fortunate. So Bhagava. Then comes Arahant. The Buddha also an Arahant. Last week I mentioned about Arahant. One of the qualities of the Buddha also Arahant. We can address the Buddha as an Arahant. But we separate the disciples who have attained that perfection. Although they haven't got that enlightenment, their minds are pure, completely pure. They cannot make mistake, and they will never suffer again within this cycle of birth and death. They have stopped already. So they are Arahantas. Here Arahanta means worthy one. The Buddha or Arahantas. Worthy of respect, worthy of offering. Why? It is impossible for us to find out another human being in this world who is worthy of paying homage or paying respect or worshipping or offering because of all the great other qualities. So it's called Araham, worthy. Arahang araho tipapena arahang papang nakare. All the others in this world have certain secrets. They do certain bad things secretly, without others' knowledge. But others do not know that. Only persons in this world who never maintain such secretness or offense is the Buddha. All the others, but Arahantas also do not make mistakes secretly. So here, one of the qualities, the meaning of this word Arahang means Arahang papang dakare. Never create papa or akusala karma or bad deed, even secret. Therefore, another name for the Buddha is Arahant. Bhagava Arahant. Samma Sambuddho. You have heard two kinds of Buddha. Pacceka Buddha and Samma Sambuddha. Pacceka Buddha gained enlightenment, but they never come forward to preach others. They experience bliss, nibbanic bliss, and attain nirvana. But the fully enlightened, or in English we say fully enlightened. Pacceka Buddhas we can introduce as enlightened. Samma Sambuddha, fully enlightened. And what is this enlightenment? Earlier I have explained, the person who has completely eradicated or uprooted all the evil thoughts, words and actions. Completely eradicated. Life after life went on developing and developing and developing and developing. That is what he has done as Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva means person who is working, cultivating, developing his life to become the Buddha. He went on reducing all the evil forces from the mind, what we have. Then he cultivated all the great virtues, great qualities, morals, precepts, principles in this life. Development of the mind. Then purify his mind by removing misconception, imaginations, wrong belief, wrong ideas that he had. Now all of us have a wrong idea, misconceptions in our mind. Therefore our minds are not clear. We have more misunderstanding about the world and the life and what is happening in this world. We create our own imagination, that's all. So, he cultivated his mind in this way, by reducing all the evil and uprooted. Cultivated all the precepts and morals and virtues and principles, developed. Now the mind is completely pure. Now then, the wisdom that he developed, combined with the brightness in the mind. Now in his mind, there is no darkness. But we have more darkness in our mind, little bit of bright. So, when the brightness is there in the mind, that wisdom combined together, that is called enlightenment, supreme enlightenment, Samma Sambuddha. He gained this by realizing the Four Noble Truths. It is very easy for us to recite, to remember, but not so easy to realize. Dukkha, Samudaya, Nirodha, Magga. Four Noble Truths. Dukkha, friction, clashes, imbalance, disappointment, frustration, unsatisfactoriness, ache, pain, unhappiness. All these are belong to this one word, dukkha. Dukkha is not suffering. Suffering is one item. So, he understood why friction, why clashes. Now here in the body, in the mind, always friction and clashes, element and element, mental energy and element, and mental energies and energies, always friction. That is dukkha. So he understood why these things take place, what is the cause. Then dukkha samudaya, the cause of that suffering. Samudaya, cause. What is the cause? We have our own idea about our dukkha or our sufferings or whatever we experience. But we do not know the cause. Why? Then he pointed out, dukkha never appears in our mind if there is no craving. Never. That we can understand. The very day when we withdraw our craving, after that no more. Unhappiness, unsatisfactoriness, disappointment, frustration, never. But people cannot understand this. So the main cause of all our suffering is nothing but our own craving. Craving for pleasure, craving for worldly gain, craving for survival, craving to have eternal life. All these are cravings. Because of this craving, we experience disappointment. When we could not gain what we wanted, disappointment. Now that is dukkha. It appears because of craving. Now the Buddhas and Arahantas never experience that kind of dukkha. But they experience pain. Elements and elements in the body create sicknesses. Then pain. They experience that. But their experience and our experience differ. Because when we gain some sort of pain, we worry. Something is going to happen, going to die. But such ideas never appear in their mind. They analyze this. This pain comes to me because of the frictions or the clashes of the element in the physical body. They analyze in this way. No worries or no fear in their mind. But all of us create fear and worry when pain and suffering go in our physical body. That is, understand the cause of suffering. Then, Nirodha. Nirodha means liberation. What sort of freedom, salvation or liberation that they experience through this understanding. Craving is the cause, then we do something to reduce and to stop and uproot the craving. Complete freedom. Now every religion uses the word salvation. Salvation means freedom. They also accept here within this lifetime we have no freedom. Physically, mentally, we are suffering. To others, salvation means our departed soul settle down in heaven, experience eternal bliss. That is their interpretation. But the Buddha says, there is nothing to depart from here. When you stop our craving, we stop our suffering. Now, we have a very big wound, very painful. We apply all sorts of medicine. Every day we complain, very painful. So after taking precautions, after taking medicines, one day completely get cured. When others are, how do you feel now? Oh, now very nice. But can you explain what is the meaning of that word, nice? Is there anything for you to point out? Meaning of this word, oh, now very nice. What is that? Very nice means no pain. That's all. So here, salvation means, from the Buddhist point of view, no more physical and mental suffering. That we call salvation. Then the last one is Magga, Marga, way, or the method, or path, Eight Noble Paths. By going through these Eight Noble Paths, we experience that freedom, salvation, liberation. Eight Noble Paths for us to cultivate our life by leading a noble life. Then complete. Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa, Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva, Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. 8. When you completed these 8 steps, our journey is complete. That means no more suffering, physically or mentally. Otherwise, every minute we had to struggle to stop our suffering. Then meaning of these 8 items. Samma Ditti. We had to develop our understanding that these things are good, these things are bad, these things are moral, these things are immoral, these things are harmful, these things are useful. We had to develop that understanding. That is the beginning of Buddhist way of life. Understand. Samma Ditti. Samma Sankappa. Then we had to watch to know what is happening in our mind. We do not know what is happening in our mind. But because of the thought appears in the mind, we had to suffer. We get angry, we get jealousy, we get enmity, we create lot of suffering and worries because of the thoughts. Watchfulness of the mind means it is meditation. When we come to know, now one bad thought is working in my mind, say anger. Anger is in my mind. Then analyze. This anger can create a lot of problems, disturbances. So why should I allow to develop this anger in my mind? Now then, suppress. One by one, all the evil thoughts, suppress. Then, sympathy, kindness, or honesty appear in your mind. Then you have to, these things are very important. I should not allow them to disappear from the mind. Then that is called awareness of the nature of mind. We know these are good thoughts, these are bad thoughts. Then we try to watch the mind. Samma Sankappa. Samma Vacha. Vacha means word or talking. By talking we create 4 mistakes. Musavada, Parusavata, Pisunavata, Sampattavata. 4 mistakes. Telling lies, carrying tales. Go and tell others. So and so abused you, scolded you, insulted you, make them enemies. That is called carrying tales. Harsh word, wicked, vulgar, harsh word we use to scold others, abuse others. Last one, Sampappalapa, useless talk, rubbish. No meaning at all, wasting time, waste others' time also. Now these 4 things are the mistakes that we create by using our words or our tongue. So without misusing our word in this way, if we divert these for the positive side, then it is right speech. We talk, but we never hurt others. We talk, we never abuse others. We talk, but we can advise others, guide others. Then right speech. Samma ditti, samma sankappa, samma vacca. Samma kammant, action. We do a lot of work, but to gain our pleasure, we do bad things, immoral things, and good things also. For our survival, we do good things as well as bad things. For our enjoyment, we can adopt any cruel, any immoral method to gain that pleasure. For our living, we can kill thousands of others for our living. See how strong it is. Therefore, we must know what to do for our living without violating, without breaking moral principles. That means harmless way, respectable way. We can enjoy our life, we can live. That is called right living. Samma kamma. Samma ajiva, right livelihood. We do some trade or some business for our maintenance, to gain some income, for our pleasure, for our living, for us to fulfill our duties, responsibilities. We need some income. For that, we do different kinds of business. Here the Buddha has mentioned there are 5 kinds of business not belong to that right livelihood. Sattavanijja, mansavanijja, visavanijja, ansavanijja, pantavanijja. Vanijja means business. We rear animals for selling, for slaughtering. It is not a respectable job. We can rear pigs and chickens or dogs or any living being, can sell, make lot of money. But they take them out and slaughter. It is not a respectable job. But Buddha did not include this as a precept. What he says, this is not a respectable job. It is very understanding, the way how we explain. For you to think and to keep it. Then, mansavanijja, selling flesh or meat. Simply, you go and buy fish or meat and go out and sell. It is not under that category. You go and order to slaughter or you to buy the meat. That is, you should not order to kill or slaughter, to take flesh and go out and sell. Not a respectable one. Visavanijja, poisons. People can use to kill others very easily. Animals or fish or humans, easily they can kill by using this poison. That is also not a respectable. And selling weapons, dangerous weapons people use to destroy others' life, like guns or time bomb, anything dangerous. Then intoxicating drinks and drugs. You can make money by selling drugs or selling liquor, but it is not a respectable or right livelihood. Then comes the last one, slavery. Those days, buy them. Use them as slaves. Just give something for them to eat and sleep, that's all. Throughout their life, they behave as slaves. But even today, this slavery is there. They catch girls and sell the market. Very easily make few thousands of dollars, and they go to some other countries or the same country. Those poor girls behave like slaves, but they can make money. Here the Buddha pointed out, we should not earn anything by practicing this kind of trade or business. That is not right livelihood. Samma vayam, effort. We have to use our full effort, mental energy. When anger arises, use our full effort to bring down, to calm the mind. When jealousy arises, through understanding, why should I develop jealousy? What do I gain? Completely control, using your understanding and effort. So all the evil forces, one after the other, when they arise, have courage to suppress them. On the other hand, certain good thoughts appear. You say, I must be honest. So the sincerity is very important. It's a very good thought. But this thought appears and next moment disappears. Therefore we have to use our full effort to maintain this without allowing that thoughts to disappear. I must be very kind to others. I must develop my harmony and goodwill, friendship toward others. When such thoughts appear in the mind, hold on. Don't allow them to disappear from the mind. Use your full effort to develop further and further. Again, certain evil thoughts appeared already, but some other evil thoughts not yet appeared. Therefore you have to watch your mind without allowing some other evil thoughts to appear in the mind. Guard your mind. Certain good thoughts that appear in your mind, not completed. There are many more good thoughts not yet appeared. Try to create some other good thoughts in your mind. This is called right efforts. It's a very big battle with your mind. Samma vayam. Samma sati. What is sati? Sati means mindfulness. Fix your mind towards one object, and that object also must be a neutral one. If it is a very pretty, handsome, beautiful thing, then the mind experience emotional satisfaction. No mindfulness. If it is very bad, wicked, harmful object, the mind hates that one. No mindfulness there. If it is a neutral one, then mind keep quiet. Easily can focus the mind without any disturbances. Not only that. Whatever you do, your mind must be there. That is mindfulness. In Satipatthana Sutra, way of mindfulness, the Buddha says like this: Gatte, Thite, Nisinne, Sutte, Jagarite, Sampajanakari hoti. While walking, while sitting, while lying down, while eating, while walking, you must be mindful. You have to do those things without allowing your mind to go away or without taking any external object into the mind. Mind must work with your action. When you read, when you write, there must be mindfulness. Otherwise you make mistake. When you dial, wrong number. If you dial mindfully, you don't make mistake. So in our day-to-day life, the Buddha says, whatever you do, you must do that mindfully. Then you train your mind. Train means you don't allow your mind to go out. You don't bring external thing into the mind. Concentrate only this. Then we can do that accurately, without making mistake. Now, mind is very tame, very obedient. That is the time for us to start real meditation. If the mind is not ready, you cannot meditate. Through mindfulness, practicing all these items, what we did, we tame and tame and tame this mind. Then take an object into the mind, concentrate, use analytical knowledge. Try to understand what it is, not as it appears, but as it is. Outlook, appearance, never indicate what it is. Therefore we have to penetrate our mind to understand what it is. Then the Buddha has recommended 4 for us to take into our mind, then analyze. Kayanupassana, Vedananupassana, Chittanupassana, Dhammanupassana. Anupassana means concentrate. Kaya, body. Either my body or somebody else's body. I must concentrate. I must analyze what this body is. We have imagination. When you look at a person, we create our own imagination. But we never analyze. Then, what is life? Life is nothing but combinations of matters and mental energy. Combined together, then formation takes place. Vision appears. Then analyze, what are these elements? What are these mental energies functioning here in this body? And what are the particles divided into 32 When we separate one by one, into 32, separate. After that, the person is missing. Remains only hair, a skin, flesh, bone, blood, and all the 32 parts remain. But the person is missing. Earlier, when all these things combine together as a bundle, then we can see the person. Analyze. Then, how long can we maintain this? For a few years. To maintain this body for a few years, why do we want to harm others, bluff others, disturb others? Then control. Develop discipline by realizing the nature of this physical body. After a few years, we depart from here. The physical body left. People go and burn or bury. To maintain that, why do we want to make mistakes? Why do we want to harm others, disturb others? That is how we analyze one by one, all the items. That is real meditation. Then, Chitte Chittanupassi. Chitta just now I mentioned. Try to understand what is in our mind, how to control the evil forces, how to develop the good thought, how to maintain calmness, peace, tranquility in our mind. Then the mind is relaxing. During that period, no fear, no worry, no disturbances, no suspicion, no insecurity feeling, no greed, no jealousy, no anger. Mind is completely free from all those forces. Concentrate on our mind. Chitte Chittanupassi. Dhammesu Dhammanupassi. Vedanasu Vedananupassi. Feeling, sensation. There are two ways. Now we have very painful stomach ache. Without hating this pain, we concentrate on this. We take pain as an object for our meditation. Pain is the object for meditation. Then we go pain, 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 pain. Then the mind gets used to it, this pain. The pain disappears. Because we don't hate concentration. If not, when the pain is there, we fix our mind to something else. Now, our mind is not working with the pain. Mind is working with another pain. Body cannot experience the pain, only mind. Pain and pleasure experienced by the mind. Mind used the body for that. I told you 2 weeks ago, Friday talk, I had infection, then fever. I told you fever is our good friend. If there is no fever, we don't know what is happening. The fever tells us something is wrong. Then we take precaution. So when I went to give my talk, I was having fever. I asked somebody to touch my body and see the temperature. Then I told them, I am not going to give up my talk because of this pain. After 1.5 hours, When I ended my talk, I believe this fever disappeared. For 1.5 hours, my mind was working with some other object, but not with the fever in the body. Fever disappeared. Next week I came here. I had very bad, severe pain, this finger. I told you. Now I have pain. But I am going to talk to you. When I finish my talk, I may forget this pain. Exactly disappear. When we use our mind, divert to something else, we don't feel it. Because the mind is the one that experiences the pain. So one day, Sariputta, the chief disciple of the Buddha, was scolded by a Brahmin, because they are very angry with the Buddha and disciple, by using all the dirty, vulgar, wicked words. Sariputta is sitting like a statue. But this man was very angry. He shouted, "Did you hear what I told you just now?" Then Sariputta, "What did you say?" "You did not hear that I scolded you." "Did you scold me? I did hear." Because his mind is not working with his talking. His mind was somewhere else. This is the nature. These are the 8 items. Samma ditti, samma sankappa, samma vacha, samma kammanta, samma ajiva, samma vayama, samma sati, samma samadhi. Samadhi just now explained. This is the path. This is the only way for us to gain that freedom, salvation, liberation, deliverance, whatever word we use. Since the Buddha understood this, explained to us, he is called Samma Sambuddha. Now we must know how to analyze the name, the qualities and the virtues of the Buddha. Itipi so bhagava arahang samma sambuddha. Vidya charana sampanna. Vidya and charana. This is very important item. Character and wisdom. These 2 things you cannot find in one person. There are very learned people, very highly intellectuals. They know everything. But when you study about their character, you can see either they have anger or egoism or jealousy. Some sort of human weaknesses are in them, although they are very learned. And some others are very kind. No evil forces in the mind, but their wisdom is very poor. These 2 things never come together. Only person who possess these 2 things is the Buddha. Supreme wisdom and purity in his character. Vidya, charana. Equally balanced. We cannot find another human beings or living beings in this world who maintain both equally. Now let us take very highly intellectual person. Everybody respects him as a great thinker. Albert Einstein. What he has said, very close to the Buddha's statement. That is his wisdom. An article appeared in the State Times, I think last year. Albert Einstein was a very highly intellectual scientist, but a very wicked husband and very cruel father. That is what. This is a very good example to understand. His intellectual capacities have gone up to maximum level, but he does not know how to handle his wife, how to work with his own children. He has written in his autobiography. Now here you can understand the Buddha's name, the wisdom and the character equal. Vijjācarana sampan. So today we explain only these few items. Bhagava, Arahant, Samma Sambuddho, Vijjācarana sampanno. Explain up to here. Then next day, Sugato, Lokavidu, Anuttaro, Purisa Dhamma Sarathi, Sattha Deva Manusana. Can finish. Next week can finish. 9 great virtues of the Buddha. Now you can understand who the Buddha is. Why we worship him. Why do we want to follow him? Because of this great quality. Okay, sharing. Very good. Imina punya kammena Upajjaya Gunuttara Acariyo Prakaraca Mata Pita Piya Mama Suriyo Chandi Maharaja Gunavantana Rapicha Brahma Maharaja Indacha Lokapalacha Devata Yamo Mittana Sacha Yatta Virika Picha Sabbe Satta Punyani Phakata Sukhanca Jividandentu Kipang Papeta Omata Imina Punya Kamena Imina Disenaca Kippan Sulabhijeva Tannupadana Cedana Ye Santani Dhamma Yavani Nasantu Samadaiva Yadha Jato Bhave Bhave Ujujito Satipanyo Salleko Virivamina Marala Kasam Katunca Viriyesame Dadi Paranato Dhammorato Ananta Nato Vacheka Sambuddha Sangho Nato bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te.